Okay, I just remember what I had to do here. Look at this. When you go to the integration guide, actually, it offers you to use Web API and SMTP relay. And even before that, actually, account details, setup guide, help, support. What you have to do is give your name, your address, your phone number, everything if you choose, for example, not to use a domain. Because according to law, you're not allowed to send emails if you don't give all these details: settings, account details, alert, the P keys. I don't remember where was it, but anyway, if you create account, the first thing which the system is gonna ask you actually here on this page is gonna ask you to create either personal admin user details, personal account, or a domain account. So for the personal account, as I said, you add your address, your phone number, everything, all your data. And after that, you go to the integration guide and you create your sender. And I have chosen Web API, which is recommended. And you choose your language and you get example. And this is what we're gonna do. Right now, we're gonna learn how to send emails. Now, look at this. Create an API key. My first key name. Here you have to choose the name for your key, and I'm gonna call it IdentityServer4 key. I'm gonna say create IdentityServer4 with ISP. It's becoming too long, but anyway, identity or Microsoft, or only Microsoft identity. This is the name which I'm gonna use. So the guide leads you create a key, and this is the secret, which you shouldn't be showing anybody, but I'm doing it anyway. So the name is this one, sender. Identity server was successfully created and added to the next step. This is the sender. I'm gonna, oops, what happened? I'm gonna wrap it this way with exclamation marks, because the resolution is very low, not seeing everything very well, so I'm gonna be careful. Let me see if I'm recording right now. Yes, I do. Okay, so this is identity server with MS Identity. This is the sender, which I just created in SendGrid. Now create an environment variable. Okay. Update the development. I even clicked on this, which shows you how to create the environment variable with your SendGrid API key. For example, in Windows 10, please. Okay. In order to create the environment variable, all we have to do is go to Control Panel, System Security. My God. System and Security, System. Here, Advanced System Settings, Environment. Okay, so let's create a new environment variable. And I'm gonna create it as a system variable, not even as a user variable. And at the end, if it doesn't work, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create, let me look at first the code. I'm gonna put the secret directly here. name of the environment variable for your SendGrid key. Okay, get environment variable. This is what it does. API key. This is the key which you're gonna get from this variable. I just can replace this. And after that, email address from who? When I put it my email address, actually I used not my Google, I used my I don't remember which one I was using, but from anyway. Okay, so Stoyan. Okay, I'm putting my my email. Example user from. Yeah, sending with SendGrid is fun, blah blah. To who? Okay, I'm gonna put my email here. Just for fun. And that's it. Now I have to set up the environment variable and see if that works. I'm gonna call this variable exactly the way I did here. So I'm gonna call it identity server blah 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 blah. It's just the name, just a name. And here we go, the key. Browse directory, browse file, variable, browse directory. What kind of directory? Browse for folder, browse file. I don't want to browse anything. I just want to set it as it is right now. Okay, so this is the name of my variable. I'm gonna say okay. I'm gonna say okay. So this didn't work. I tried once and it didn't work properly. So I'm gonna put, of course, if it doesn't work, I'm gonna put directly the key. Anyway, it's gonna work with the key. So I'm saying, what I'm saying here is get environment variable by the name identity server blah 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 blah, take its value, assign it to API key, use this API key, send it from Stoyan Cheresharov.com and send it to blah blah. Okay, so that's it. Let's see if I'm gonna receive one email when I run this application. I'm not sure. Do I have to actually restart the entire machine? It shouldn't be this way. Let me see if I have this variable. How was that? Echo echo, and I'm gonna say, what was it now? Like that. Let's see if I can access such a variable. Come on. Echo path. I'm not sure it was echo. Come on. What was the command? PowerShell. Look, another rabbit hole. PowerShell. I have done it many times, but I just have a mental block right now. PowerShell. Show the value of an environment. Come on. Variable. About environment PowerShell Microsoft Docs. Come on, I don't want to PowerShell path plus. No, I just want to see the value. Environment variables store about, come on, environment. Get item path. Set get. It's very confusing. Come on. User content. Okay, give me a simple command. Power tip, use Windows PowerShell to display all variables. I have done it many times. Come on. Yeah, it's really frustrating. How to work with environment variables in PowerShell. Okay. Hopefully this one is gonna show something. And get PS provider, get path, get child item, set, get child item, environment path, changing environment variables, showing the environment variables, persist and .NET, set getting help. My God, that's simple. Windows environment variables PowerShell. Get child, display environment variables. Quote environment, get environment. Come on, that's ridiculous. Let me see something here. Echo path. Here we go. And why they do it so stupidly difficult for everyone? I don't understand that. Here we go. So why in the PowerShell this is not working? Oh my God. Whatever, we saw it. It works in the command in CMD command prompt. So it's there. It's set already. Let me try to run this application and see if one email is gonna be sent to me. Probably not. Let me see my emails. Okay, so let me try now. Identity server, blah 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 blah. Okay, sent. So I'm gonna say debug, start new instance, and one email should be sent to me. Oh my God. Now, problem, exception, unhandled system, aggregation exception, one or more errors occurred, value cannot be null. Parameter API key. Very good, very good. Execute, wait, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so let me see what kind of a problem do you have right now. Void main, yes, cannot get the API key from the environment. That's it. Okay, do you know what? Forget about this. Let me just put, where was that? Come on. Let me just put the key there, and we're gonna save ourselves the trouble to read the environment variable. Okay, so now identity server, debug, start new instance, and now it should be starting host. Okay, that's fine. Oh, come on, I started identity server, not this one. Send grid. Pardon. Okay, so send grid test, debug, start new. It should be sending right now one email. Project send test exe process exited with code 0, which is a good thing. To automatically close the console when debugging stop, enable tools options debugging automatically close the console when debugging stops. Press any key to close window. I pressed. Let me check right now for email. And here we go. We have been able successfully to send an email. And easy anywhere, even with C#. Okay, great. So we correctly set up the key and everything so this console application works. Okay, we went very deep into this rabbit hole. Actually, it wasn't very deep. I don't need that. We started to set up the emails here in services. Okay, so we have already sender, which we set up in this sendgrid.com service. Okay, let's continue now by creating something else. Now we have to continue with this. Now .NET user secret setgrid user Rick and MSFT copy, and I'm gonna set my user into this project SendGrid test. I don't need this anymore. First I'm gonna call it first identity server identity. Now this is even not enough secrets init for this project. Let me try this and just show you what's gonna happen. So let's try just to call this this SendGrid user like that. And the next thing we have to do is just say this SendGrid key and put the key. Okay, those are the two lines of code we have to execute. So let me execute the first one. See what's gonna happen now. Look, it says could not find the global property user secret ID in MS build project D blah 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 blah, which means that you have to init first. And how do I know that? When I get such error and I go and read, I go deep into this rabbit hole. .NET user secret init. Now for this application actually has been created a space where you can save all this. Now we have to, and we can save the secrets. Okay, now it's gonna accept it. And now we're gonna save the secret. As you can see, the secrets are not staying into our code. They will be read from this user secrets from the code. Okay, let's go back now. Successfully saved. Okay, JSON, they say that all this is saved. Install grid. Okay, did I install it? Let me take a look here. No, I haven't installed it. So I'm gonna install it right now. .NET package SendGrid. As you can see, I'm switching between Visual Studio and Visual Studio Code. Package SendGrid. Okay, so it's installing this one. As you can see, Visual Studio is blissfully unaware from the fact that I just have installed SendGrid. I'm gonna close it and open it again, and we'll find it just for any case. Here we go. Actually, it is aware. Excuse me, Visual Studio Prime, SendGrid. Okay, I'm gonna close it just for any case and open it again. I don't want to have troubles. What we are doing right now is we are setting up our registration process for sending emails. So we'll have very useful ASP.NET Identity plus Identity Server. They will complement each other. Get started with SendGrid for free. Okay, we read already this, we did it. Now, implementing email sender. Oh my God, we have to implement the email sender. Okay, let's go back again here. Services, and we are gonna say add, not controller, new item class. And this is gonna be email sender, which is gonna use the configurations, and we'll go back. Okay, so email sender has to implement iEmail sender, eventually iEmail sender, now is gonna say implement interface. Okay, now we are ready actually to do the registration process, but it's gonna throw error. Sender public email sender, task sent email async, task execute, task sent email async. Here we go. HTML message, simply message. Okay, let me go step by step here. Email sender dependency injection actually will inject iOptions out message sender options accessor. Here we go. That's why we have this class out message sender option. Options is the property which comes after the constructor. Okay. Send email async. We implement actually the interface here. Send async string email subject string HTML message. Yeah. Return execute. And execute is gonna be defined right now. Ooh. Task execute. Okay, and execute. And this comes from another tutorial, SendGrid client, using SendGrid, SendGrid message, SendGrid helpers, and that's it. We have a sender right now, a valid sender, which is using SendGrid, and we have the configuration. Now we gotta go into the startup, where the middleware is, and somewhere here, probably at the end, we have to add these services which are required by the register. Startup to support email, blah 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 blah. Okay. .NET. We added. Okay, so services. This is what we have to do. Let me go there and say this. By the way, I'm gonna copy this URL and put it here. It's clear to everybody. Now, email sender actually is using Microsoft ASP.NET Core Identity UI services. Okay. Email sender, we just defined it using first blah blah, and out message sender options is into the same namespace. Service config alt message sender options. This is a generic method, and we are sending the configuration. Where is the configuration coming from? Options. Here we go, the configuration. And the configuration. Okay. And the configuration is here in app settings JSON, where the database is. And this configuration actually is gonna be amalgamation between whatever it's into this file and what is into the secrets. So this is what's gonna happen. This out message sender options is gonna be populated. These two properties are gonna be populated with send grid key and send grid user, which are coming from the secret, because this is what we did here. Here we go. Send grid key, and another one was send grid user. They're with the same names. That's why this configuration knows how to hydrate this object. This object is gonna be the configuration for email sender options, public options. Here we go. And after that, options are gonna be used here. Return execution send grid key. The key is gonna be sent here. Client new send grid client API key. New email address from joe.contoso.com. Options send grid user. Actually, probably doesn't care who is the sender. Email address. When I enter my email address, when I register, I should be getting one email to confirm my registration. And in the startup, we added the middleware. So we are definitely ready now to try this and see if it works. Now debug, start new instance on 5001. Wow, that was long journey, but a lot of fun actually, because we have everything working right now here. What is that? Okay, this is the login from our IdentityServer4. But if we go to identity register, you should be able to register. Let me check something. Do I still have all the UI which comes with identity? Let me look at the startup. Here. No, we have only register. So right now it's our choice. We use the login from IdentityServer4, and register comes from ASP.NET Identity. So I'm gonna say here email address. gmail.com. Let me choose password. pass123 $. Again, pass123 $. Register and see what happens now. Okay, it says Stoyan Cherysharov. I can log out here on Identity Server, but let me check if I received one email. I don't have email. YouTube, blah blah blah. Example from sent. Quora primary. Do you know what? Maybe because I didn't change from, and it doesn't want to send it. Okay, let me stop. Try again that. The origin of the email should match. Email sender. Okay, I'm gonna change that. Okay, so let me try again. Unfortunately, I have Stoyan already registered there, but Stoyan didn't receive email. So I'm gonna take the advantage actually. I'm gonna take the opportunity to do something else to remove Stoyan from the database. This the projects trash, quick start, source. Yes, this is the one. Okay, now I have records in claims. I have records in users. Show the browser tables. Let me see here what's going on. Stoyan Cherysharov gmail.com, blah blah. It's not confirmed. Gmail.com. Somewhere I saw that it looks a little bit different. Here we go. Email confirmed. You see that? Okay, I'm gonna say here delete. Can I delete here something? Delete record. Okay. Now in claims, let's see if I have something in claims here. BB7. Okay, so that's fine for now. Do I have to save this? Save project? Oh, come on. How can I commit the changes? Browse data. We'll see right now. Let me open again ISP.NET user, browse table, refresh, save, commit something, save project, no, revert changes, write changes, okay, I wrote the changes. Now let's run the application again. Debug, start new instance. Okay. Let me check again for email, but I don't believe I get it, so that's fine now. Oh, I'm still logged in. The good thing is that I can register right now. Okay, I'm gonna go there, here, and as you can see, only the register page comes from ISP.NET Identity. The rest of the page is login. are coming. This login is coming from IdentityServer4. So now I'm gonna say identity register again, password pass123 dollar, pass123 dollar sign, register. No, don't update anything. Let me check, and here we go. Clicking here, please confirm your account by clicking here. So it's very important when you enter your personal data to use the very same email, otherwise the emails are not sent. Click here, and voila, Stoyan Cheresharo has been confirmed. And since I don't have a confirmation page, I have been sent here. And right now I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna show the all UI. Now, let me again delete Stoyan, DB browser. Let's play a little bit. Open database. Come on. Local database projects, trash, quick start, source, first identity server. Open this one. Go to the users. Here we go. Stoyan. This time should be confirmed. Email confirmed. No, it's not confirmed because I don't have the page for confirmation. Probably delete record. Write changes. Let me check again just for any case in the claims. Browse table. No, we don't have other claims. I'm gonna close it. Now, in order to see the confirmation, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show all UI now, from which comes from identity ISP.NET Core identity. Run it again. This time when I register and when I click confirmation, confirm, I'm logged in already, so let me log out. Log out, you're now log out. Access, okay, so login. But if I say now identity, yep, I can log in. Again, forgot register. As you can see, both login pages exist. Email. Pass again $123 sign. Pass $123 sign. Register. Okay, no, I don't want that. Registration email should be sent to my email account. Yeah, new message from identity server. Show. Which one is the newest one? Now, please confirm your account. 8:57, 9 p.m. 0 minutes ago. So this one is the newest, I guess. So let me click here and see what happens now. Here we go. Now we have the confirmation email, the confirmation page. It doesn't show us the home page. So I'm logged in right now as a Stoyan Cheresharo, and everything works. Everything works perfectly. If we go to the home page, oh my God, look at this. I see everything from identity server, authentication cookie. It shows me the identification cookie. I have been redirected to diagnostics. Here to manage, you have not given access to any applications. Actually, I did. Discover document. This comes again from IdentityServer4. Now I can run API, for example, and have fun. As you can see, I don't have any troubles registering new users. And if you go to SendGrid, actually you will see that they offer you, of course, paid two-factor authentication. We can use two-factor authentication if we want. Now let me run MVC client again, just for fun, and JavaScript after that. Now we have been sent to 5001. 5001 redirected us back because I'm already known user. I'm logged in. Let me access the call API on behalf of Stoyan Cheresharov. Let me log out. Only this is a little bit a problem. Log out. You have successfully logged out of the application, but only the MVC application, not the identity server. As you can see, the user should be logged out from here as well. And that's it. Now identity server logged us out, but we will work on that the next tutorial. What we're gonna do is we'll have all this configuration into the database, and we have little to do. What is coming is put the MS SQL Server into a container. Actually, there are containers with MS SQL Server. Put our application, our STS security token service, into a container, and we will have two containers with very important STS service, which is the pillar, one of the main pillars for our application. We will have identity. We'll allow our clients actually to register. We have confirmation emails, or we can choose what elements of the UI we want to add here to the project. Identity. Right now we have registration. All we have to do is just in the startup comment out the default UI, so we don't allow everything, all the UI elements. When we choose what UIs do we need, that's it for now. It was a long journey, but I think it's very important. It's a very important one. Let me just recap what we did. We created one IdentityServer4 application with ASP.NET identity using the template from Identity Server. After that, we went through the steps which are necessary to allow the UI from ASP.NET identity, to allow the registration, the confirmation email, the changing profile, and all this kind of stuff. So have a fully fledged application, allow us to have our own clients, and at the same time allow third-party registrations. We saw how we can send with SendGrid, this provider SendGrid validation email for the registrations, and DB browser. Let me show you that. Open database again in the projects. Let me show you now that the email has been confirmed. Projects, trash, quick start, source. Oh, this one. Now Stoyan Cheresharov actually has been confirmed. If we move to the right, here we go. Email confirmed. Okay. And that was it actually. Startup. Now the configuration file, this config, shouldn't be existing anymore. We will put it into the database, so the configuration of our identity server will come from the database. The guys actually have a template, which is a paid, of course, with the admin, which allows us to have a UI for managing the clients, the APIs which are protected, .NET new -- help is going to show us that. Look at this. That's empty, not this one. Entity framework, which adds entity framework. This is what we're going to use in memory. We don't need in memory. We want entity framework UI, just allows us the login. But this is the one I'm talking about. This is the paid one. So you can have a fully fledged like Facebook, Google, STS, security token service. But we don't have to pay. We can do this. We can even start an open source project which does the same community project. So that's very interesting opportunity and future work. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here.